The PAC and Azapo appear to be forging ahead with their wish to unite at the polls. Azapo, which is holding its non-elective conference this weekend, spoke with one voice with its sister movement, the PAC. SABC News reporter Canny Maphanga filed this report.
Pan-Africanist movements, PAC and Azapo, have decided to do away with lip service and cement their decade-strong bond ahead of the 2024 election.
We are jointly working to establish and maintain a people's Azania. It is a task we cannot afford to betray. It is a responsibility for us to take forward. It is a historic legacy that Steve Biko died for, that Robert Mangaliso Sobukwe envisioned, and both of them diligently sought to make real. The bond between Azapo and the PAC cannot be broken by anyone. The charterists have exhausted all their tricks in trying to make unity of the liberation movement to fail. Their masters behind the scenes can no longer offer any advice to break the bond between Azapo and PAC. We are going to unite Maphanga. Genkan.
Nyhontso was delivering a message of support at the non-elective conference of unity. A message Azapo President Nelvis Kagema endorsed.
Well, together with the PAC, we are a shield and a spear. We are a gun and a bullet. So we go together. You know, everything, the way we walk, the way we talk, or we smile, we are just the same with the PAC.
The Festival of Ideas, rooted in the ideals of black consciousness, takes place at a critical time in the country, which is facing a number of socio-economic challenges. The land question was paramount, with Azapo arguing that the land must be nationalized.
And so it is that we are saying the first thing that needs to be addressed is the land. And we believe this country is moving fastly and quickly into privatization, and that the problem with that economic strategy is that once you privatize, you are saying that people have got the means to be able to access the resources, yet black people don't have.
The PAC will be heading to its Congress in August. Canny Maphanga, SABC News, Pretoria.
And to continue the discussion on this issue, we're joined now by the president of Pan-Africanist Congress of Azania, Mzwanele Nyhontso. A very good evening to you, Mr. Nyhontso, and thank you so much for speaking to us. I'd just like to start off at a point where there is clarity on this declaration of cooperation. Is this a completely new, reconfigured relationship, or is it building on that existed in the previous area during the negotiations in this country?
Firstly, good evening to you, Tsepiso, and evening to your viewers. Tsepiso, almost all the leaders of the PAC in our times, almost all the leaders of Azapo, general membership, have been talking about unity of PAC and Azapo. But the thing is, we've always been talking about it just as a lip service. All we are saying now is just we must stop talking lip service. We must live what we are saying. We must practice what we preach. We don't want to be remembered as leaders who are calling for unity, but we never unite. All we are saying is that the time has come for us to confront the problems of Azania as one. The time has come for us to contest elections as one. What is wrong with that? And of course, Tsepiso, it must go back to our respective congresses so that we draw the mandate from our structures. We have our own policy conference in August where we'll be discussing policies and also cooperations, including unity with Azapo. For me personally, the time has come for the Azanian Front to contest elections.
And as you say, it's a discussion that still needs to be had with your members. So I'm assuming that what seems to be the obvious point of departure of unity would be a Pan-Africanist, black consciousness point of view. But do you think your different parties have divergent approaches on these particular issues that could lead to a collision course?
No, not really, Tsepiso. Remember, we must also understand that if you want unity, you must sacrifice some of the things. Sobukwe says, true leadership demands complete subjugation of self, uprightness of character, and so on and so on. But the point I'm making is that Sobukwe means you must kill the me in you and let the cause prevail. So we don't envisage any problems as long as we understand that the cause must prevail, as long as we understand that the unity of this organization is not about us. It is about generations to come. Sobukwe must be smiling in his grave. Steve Biko must be smiling in his grave. I'm sure they wanted unity of Africans. Anyway, it's episode. The first aim of the PAC says rally and unite all Africans under the banner of the African nationalism into one national front. It doesn't say unite PAC members. It says Africans, which means it is a constitutional duty to implement unity of African people.
And I understand that.
I don't foresee.
And I understand that, Mr. Nyhontso. So you're saying the bedrock of your values or principles should be motivated by empowering and, of course, bringing back to the Black African community that which has been taken away from them, like land and human rights. But a critic would say the approach could lead you on a fundamental collision course. And I'm quoting one who says, for instance, the PAC's friendliness with the DA in Langa is something that would not be tolerated by an Azapo that speaks very strongly against white interests.
I'm not sure about friendliness of PAC and DA somewhere or in Langa. But I'm reassuring you, I'm assuring you, Tsepi, so that there can be no coalition. Remember, we'll sit down, iron out all the characteristics of the coalition or the working together. Because what is key is the unity of African people. It is not what people think about what the PAC is doing somewhere in one corner. Once the PAC gives us a mandate in August, we will have to take that mandate. Remember, Sobukwe says, as leaders, we must show the light and the masses will follow.
And as I was seeing the PAC in that report that we're playing, speaking about nationalization, how that is something that we need to pursue. Government is clearly not moving in that direction, as has been witnessed by the various constitutional amendments. What kind of policy directives would you then push for with this regard?
No, as you have said initially, so we're going for a policy conference. But it is true that nationalization is the answer. Of course, the government of the day is pushing for privatization. Hence why in this problem. They are pushing for privatization of ESCOM, SAA, everything, Transnet, and that is why today we encounter these load sheddings. So we believe that the land must be nationalized. In fact, all resources must be nationalized by the state, being the custodians of the state on behalf of the people. That there is nothing wrong with that. What Azapo was saying is what the PAC is also saying. But we are also going to the policy conference. We'll come up with a clear position. What do we want to do with land? What do we want to do? What is our policy on education? What is our policy on everything?
And do you think that these policies conjoined or streamlined into one is something that would have enough impact to garner voters that will have a significant win for this union at the polls in 2024?
Everywhere I go, everywhere I've been crisscrossing the country, I've been attending meetings, I've addressed meetings in all 9 provinces, and everybody is happy with the cooperation with Azapo, which means people have got confidence in this. And if they've got confidence in this, we want it to be translated into elections, and we're going to garner support. Trust my words.
Mr. Nyhontso, I'm very interested in your thoughts as a PAC as well about, you speak about cooperation. We've seen at a practical level in legislatures, in metros, parties saying it's in coalition, or if it's not in coalition, the behavior is that of such arrangements. So the suggestion has been that the PAC and Azapo might also start speaking to the EFF, for instance, because its policies are similar on some of these issues that you raise. Is there room enough for more people in this corporation, coalition? Semantics as opposed to matter.
Definitely there is. Definitely there is. Why not? Why not speaking to the EFF? They are Africans, they are a leftist organization. They are speaking, we speak in the same language. We will definitely speak to them. We will definitely speak to all the parties, including UDMs, ATMs. Even now, when we hold events, we invite all these parties and they do attend. Even today, it was PAC, it was SAFTU, and Zwelinzima of SAFTU was talking about unity. He was also reminding the need of unity. He was telling everyone that we must sit down and unite as Africans, as the left. So yes, we'll definitely talk to everyone, including EFF. They are our brothers.
Under the banner,
a leftist organization. They are Africans.
Under the banner of a pro-poor, pro-black foundation, I'm assuming. Okay. Thank you so much for speaking to us. President of Pan-Africanist Congress of Azania, Mzwanele Nyhontso, speaking to us there about their continuing talks to conjoin with Azapo. We're going to leave it there for now. We're going to take a quick break. Do stay with us. Don't go away.